Alright guys, I am very excited for today's video because I have some new parts to go on the Volvo. In my last video, I just went over my shift knob and shift boot setup, and I explained that it wasn't really the best setup for what I was looking for, but today we're going to show you how we can improve that setup to be much better. Now this method that we're using for today will not only work on the C30, but will work on any car with no threads on the shifter rod assembly. If your car doesn't have threads, this video is for you. Alright, so first let's open up this box and see what we have. You can tell by the title, this is a Likewise product, so these are all going to be Likewise products here in this box. First time shopping with them, so let's see what we got. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I already cut the edges, so let's open this up. Alright, so you can see right away we have the shift knob itself. Nice packaging. Wow, that is very heavy. So this is a weighted shift knob and it does not disappoint. That is super heavy. I decided to go with the thick boy in black. Now, I also ordered a bunch of other stuff, and if I went over a certain limit on my order, I got a mystery pack. So this I did not order, so they gave me this cool sticker. They gave me, it looks like another sticker, some dog tags, and a lanyard, which is pretty cool. So I'll keep that over here. And now I also got this, which is just a shift pattern for my car. Pretty cool. A shift retainer. All of this packaging is very nice. It's cool how they have this zebra print on here. So now I have a shift retainer. And this is the most important piece for all of you out there with no threads on your shifter. This is the clamp adapter. So we're going to go ahead and open this one first. So let's see if there's any perforation. Looks like there is not. Just open it. Cool. Very smart. So we're going to pop that open. Here we go. Oh, and it comes with an Allen key. Excellent. So this right here is what I was most anticipating because now I finally have threads. Now, likewise, their specific adapter only works with their shift knobs. I really like their shift knob, so I'm totally okay with that. If you want an alternative that works with a variety of shift knobs, Grip Royal also makes a adapter like this for any car without threads. I also want to shout out my boy, Guntas, the Cosmic C30 on Instagram. He is the one who actually told me that this adapter exists. So I had no idea. I thought I had to just be vacuum cap gang forever. But I'm super excited to put this on and just have that secure feeling of my shift knob again. Enough talking, let's get this stuff on. You already know we had to get pig in the video. Anyway, so the first thing we actually have to do is remove the shift boot, and we're going to install that first. So I already took off the retaining clip that I had. It's super simple, you just push down. That's from the OEM one. Now we will take off the shift boot. Thankfully pretty easy. Just pull it off. You can watch my last video if you're a bit confused about this setup. Take off our vacuum cap, which makes me very happy. I don't have to use this anymore. There we go. So now, as you can see, there are no threads on this rod at all, which is why we need that adapter. So we'll come back to that, but we're going to take off this boot and do the boot first. Just push on the back, on the front I mean. That's it. Comes right out. So now I'm going to show you guys how to install the retainer that I also bought for this. Alright, so you can see this shift boot is very narrow, and the previous retainer clip I was using, it worked, but it would definitely slide off every now and then and have to be readjusted, which is why I bought this very nice metal, super durable retainer clip. I also just like how wide it is to give the shape of the shift boot a bit of a wider base, because on this narrow shift knob, when you have a round or any large shift knob, it kind of looks like a lollipop, which I'm not a big fan of. It's just too narrow at the top. So here's how we're going to install it. And something I forgot to mention is on their packaging, For likewise, they actually have installation guides on QR codes on the back of everything. So that makes it much easier. I actually looked at that right now and it helps me out a lot. So you'll take your shift boot. First thing you do is turn it inside out. This one's really narrow, like I said, so it's a little difficult to get the edge out, as you can see. All right. Okay, so now your shift boot is inside out. You're going to make sure the LW is facing forward or facing towards you, which I already know is the stitching side. So LW facing towards the stitching. I'm going to pop that in, facing just like that. Show you really quick, forgot to. This in-between space right here is where the supplied zip tie is going to go. So your zip tie is going to wrap around like that. So place it down. Find that gap, and then you're going to want to zip tie in that gap. And this zip tie is what is going to keep the shift boot from falling. Nice. Okay. Now that that is tight, we'll go ahead and pull this through. Sweet, that looks really good. So that is what it looks like. Now we have a nice retainer there. Already looking way better. Very cool. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put that adapter on, which is very self-explanatory. Basically, there's just these little Allen keys on each side to tighten it. You just slide it on, and they provide the small Allen key to tighten those screws. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So the adapter is actually a little bit big since my shifter is weird and got cut. So it doesn't go on quite as tight as I wanted to. So I stopped by AutoZone real quick and grabbed another vacuum cap, ironically, that I'm just going to pop on top of here so that we can just get a tighter fit when I put this on here. It's a really tight fit, so I'm just going to have to squeeze it on. Okay, I'm running out of daylight here, so I'll be quick. So you actually have to put the shift boot and retainer on first, and then go ahead and put on the adapter. So like I showed you guys, I have a vacuum cap on here now, and even before tightening, it is very secure. So I'm going to tighten that a little bit, and then I will show you guys the final process. It's very simple. We're just going to screw on the shifter, the actual shift knob, and then pop this on. Alright, so now once your adapter is tight, take your shift knob, very, very nice, likewise engraved, and screw it all the way on. And you might have to do some adjusting to align the actual name exactly where you want. For me, that's perfect. And now you're going to take your retainer clip and you're going to push it up and just pop this on. It takes quite a bit of force, so I'm going to use two hands, but that's basically what you do, is you just push this onto the shifter. Okay, so you'll hear it click, and now you have a retainer holding the boot in place and a very nice shift knob. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around. The shifter looks amazing. I really, really like it, and I can't wait to drive it. With that being said, I will end this video here, and I'm going to do a full review on this weighted shift knob coming up next. So please stay tuned and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.